Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. We are taking EZA LR Gobros straight into one of the hardest enemies in the game, being Red Zone Fusion Zamasu. I have however already recorded only a run against Red Zone Omega, just in prep that this doesn't really go well, or we don't really get to have a good showing with these just yet. I do think the odds are stacked against them here. Like, it's not looking good, bruv. To quote Castillo, it's not looking good, bruv. You know, immediately they're in a tight spot because they have type disadvantage right now. They're going to need to build up their passive, which I've already said just doesn't suit how extremely short and difficult content is nowadays, getting that full 100% attack and defense. I do have two Gokus on the team. There is actually one in the turn. Thank God it's the friend one as well. I'm not gonna lie, I think realistically, if you was gonna use Gobros here, I think your best bet would probably be Ghost Ushers. The only reason why I haven't brought Ghost Ushers is just to see how they do, see how they tank, all those kind of things. But I feel like Ghost Ushers would probably be best, because then you just completely avoid the damage, full stop, rather than, you know, having damage reduction. The only thing is, Ghost Usher only lasts one turn rather than the Whis lasting two. So we are on 222k defense. We are going to be hit by a 500k AoE, but we are going to have 40% damage reduction from the Whis we're about to pop. Like, we can't not use a Whis with these guys. And I'm going to give this Godku all of these tech key spheres, because that way we can get him all the key spheres he needs. Doesn't really matter we're not getting the 18 key. I would have preferred it, especially because if they don't do enough damage, or if they don't crit, they're not going to hurt Zamasu. 240. Do you know what? That's better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be in the realms of, like, I mean, to be fair, with 222k defense of a Whis, I still thought it was gonna be more though. I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you, because they haven't super attacked. You know, they haven't raised their defense at all. They haven't even attacked, so they haven't built up any of the extra attack and defense they're gonna be getting. So do you know what? For a starter turn AoE on a type disadvantage unit, and in this phase you're always pretty much gonna use a Whis anyway, I would say 260k isn't bad. Godku, by the way, is popping. Maybe I'm going to have to do a dedicated video on Godku against Zamasu, because he is popping off right now. As many additionals as possible. So there's 2 attacks, 2 additionals. There's 3 attacks, so we only need to attack 7 more times and the passive is done. And double digits afterwards. Okay, cool. Cool. Do you know what? That's actually a really good start. That's a really good start. I know that AoE can appear after slot 1, but for me that just never happens, like, ever. But 250, 260 on an AoE with type disadvantage on a phase where you're always going to be popping Whis in the beginning to make sure you basically keep as much HP as possible before the second phase, and then tanking double digits afterwards. Again, granted, the Whis is still active, but again, you're gonna use it regardless. Like, we probably would have been dead, or near an eye. Actually, no, we would have been dead. Collective damage, we probably would have been dead. I do have Birdku here as well, just to kind of fill out the team. Like, unfortunately, I don't have any of the Year 8 units from Dokkan Fest to Carnival LR, so I can't bring, like, Kai Goku, the Boo Duo. I don't have, you know, a few units that you put on these teams, so I've kind of just gone with units that may work and I know will work. I mean, we do still have the Whis active, there is that. I mean, we also have the Revival ready. Do you know what? I'm going to see if, I mean, we're going to get hit by an AoE regardless, so it doesn't actually matter where I put this man right now. Like, it actually doesn't. It actually just really doesn't matter, because we're going to be hit with an AoE, which means he's going to die regardless. But I mean, we'll flesh out our HP and just see how this goes. Who knows, maybe we'll survive. 400k HP in a Whis and a dream. No, we're going to die. We are dead. That's fine. We got the revival. We got the revival. That does mean no stacks on Gohan for damage, which I guess isn't too bad, but no stacks on Birdku. I'm also using the Z Carnival LR Goku as well for an extra Goku unit on the team, and because he'll probably do fairly well in the next phase. And this is actually the first time I've actually used that unit, like, in general. So what are we? We're 3 attacks down, so we need 7 more to build up their passive. They have stacked twice in terms of damage. We need them to hit as many crits as possible so we can get through this phase quickly. Oh, what? We got the group attack in slot 3. Oh, yes. That's sick. That's never happened for me before. Damn, okay. I mean, I'm very tempted to not use an item, but I'm not going to do that because what if Zamasu super attacks in slot 2? We're dead. We are generally dead. But I mean, as an estimate, Zamasu's doing 500k on basics, so 288k defense. If we attack a few times, you know, we do have 2 Gokus here, so that built-in additional is going to work, is going to kick in. We do have the extra attack and defense plus 59% as well. I think if Gobros super attacked all 4 times, so 2 from the passive, the initial, and potential system, which is a lot of RNG, I feel like they would tank fairly well here, or almost. But not enough for me to not use a Whis. We can actually get a ton of key spheres, which is great. I am, once again, going to save all the Fizz key spheres for my Godku, because again, that way we can get the guard, the extra dodge chance, and a ton of healing. I feel like that was the best way to go. Again, it doesn't really matter too much, considering the SA effects are the same, but then we would have done more damage, which actually is fairly helpful here, because you want to get in and out, to be fair, you want to get in and out of the event as quick as possible, but you want to get in and out of this phase quickly. Like, quickly. But slot 3 AoE from Zamasu, that's actually the first time I've seen that. I've seen it on Twitter, but for me personally, it's always been in slot 1. Whether that is pre-super or post, it's never not been. Big crit, lovely second additional. That's 2 30% defense raises, that's 5 attacks in total as well. Come on, pop off. Don't forget, this is stacking their attack by 50% every time as well. Alright, that's 4 attacks, so we are 7 attacks down. We only need to do 3 more and they're fully built up. I think what's helping him right now is, compared to units I've used against Zamasu, which really isn't a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, we have some big damage dealers here, but they're not huge. So we're kind of not rushing through. We're also getting fairly lucky with the additionals as well. But we're not, like, rushing through this right now. Okay, as long as he just pops off with dodges, we're chilling. Yeah, look at him go. AoE won't do anything because it's the same as the basics, and we have the Whis. They're doing good. I can't lie, they're doing very good. Group attacks in slot 2 as well. Do you know what I'm gonna have to do? Birdku needs to, like, he needs to super, he needs to start building. I mean, he has his guaranteed guard now, which is great, but I can't not have him have no build up or nothing going into the next phase. Otherwise, he's just going to be fragile. Otherwise, I would have kept that rotation of Gohan and Trunks. But we'll float Trunks for the time being, because as long as he additional supers and gets as much damage reduction as possible, he's good. But so far, good start. Good start. But now we have no items left, and they're on their own. They are on their own. Right, we're definitely not going to use that. Where are they up to? 437k defense. That's not bad. The only thing, and this is why I say their timing in terms of release is just not helping them. Because pre-worldwide, the hardest hitting basic was 500k. Now it's 700. Fusion Zamasu is doing 700k on a basic alone right now. Which really doesn't help them, because we're not even on 500k defense right now. We have got some Z Carnival Goku support, which is good. I accidentally moved. Please dodge. Yes! My finger accidentally slipped, and I didn't get the 18 key off of Z Carnival Goku. That's tough. I mean, he does have damage reduction and type advantage, so there's that. I'm putting skill orbs on him, though. That is... oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, 700k on a basic right now. This is what I've been saying about the whole, like, their timing of release on global, which is not their fault at all. Like, not even Dokkan fumbling. Not even Dokkan not giving them a good kit, because it's good. It's just because we've had, like, a big 18 mil super there with the support. I'll take that. Big crit, come on. Additional super as much as possible. All right, we're what? 8 attacks down. They're going to be fully built up. Maybe building up wasn't as bad as I thought. But we are taking a little bit longer than the few runs I've actually done. So that's kind of helping us. They're still taking 98k. That's with Z Carnival Goku's support. Damn. I mean, damage-wise, they popped. Oh my god. Yeah, I think we're dead. Damage-wise, we popped off. I can't lie. Damage-wise, we popped off. I mean, we did have support. This is what I'm saying. Just because of where they've released, if we got them the same as JP before we got worldwide, before we had Red Zone Zamasu drop, they would have been in a much better spot. But like, even though we were about to be fully built up, we had about 400k defense with support. Remove the support, which is what, 30%. Give them their extra attack and defense. It's only 10%. They would have been practically in the same spot. And they actually additional supered, what, twice? See, now, if Carnival LR Goku didn't take as much damage as he did, say Gohan was there, Future Gohan was there, we would have actually survived. But they're still taking 80 to 90k per basic, maybe a little bit less without the support fully built up, but probably round about the same. Just take the support, and that's basically the numbers they're missing. So if I had like the big boy units, they would actually fare okay. Like, I can't lie, 80 to 90k on a basic it's a bit much, but given the tanky units you can have around them, you can actually make it work. But it does make things quite techy. But with the amount of damage they're doing, like, they popped off. You could probably get in and out of Zamasu's last phase quick enough before those basics start to really add up. The one thing which is for certain, if they get super attacked, I think on any phase of Zamasu, they are dead. Regardless, and you're hardly ever going to have a Whis left in the final phase, which means they will get one shot. So I think if you can build a team that has all of the right units that can tank Zamasu in the second phase, fine. These two taking the damage they do on basics, with the amount of damage you're going to be doing with, like, as I said, Trunks, Carnival, Gohan, these two, who else? You know, maybe, yeah, 8 units, maybe some others that are missing. You could probably, you know, make it work and get in and get out before those basics start to really, like, knock down your health bar. If you don't have that capability like me, and you can't get lucky with kind of attack placement and things, unfortunately that damage will probably catch up. But we did actually manage to build up quick enough, which I was surprised, but we did take a bit longer than what I've seen before. But damage wise, they are very good. Like, they were melting this Don's health bar. But yeah, as I said before, in terms of where they've released on global, it does hurt them a lot, because they can't contend with Zamasu unless you manage to get lucky and you avoid as much damage as possible while basically dealing as much damage as possible with your entire team and them, and getting the event done ASAP. But I'm not going to knock them. I'm not going to knock them, because that's not their fault. They actually still done pretty well given the circumstances, and damage wise, they are strong. Really strong. Those additional supers with the amount of damage they're doing and stacking the entire time, it does help. It does help. It does help. So I still think they're pretty good. It's just when they've released, doesn't help them at all. But you can let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. And peace.